What's up everyone? I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. Today we're going to do a plant care guide on water Sprite. So if you want to learn all about how to care for water Sprite or maybe what it looks like, its benefits, then just keep on watching. Water Sprite is an aquatic fern that's found growing in shallow waters and muddy areas, often in rice paddies in some Asian countries. This is why it is commonly called the Indian fern. The plant is harvested for use as a vegetable, but it obviously has its aquatic benefits as well. Plants can grow 6 to 12 inches in height and 4 to 8 inches across, making it quite a tall plant, so it would be better placed in the background if you are planting it. It's an incredibly hardy aquatic plant that can be planted or used as a floating plant, which is super cool and makes it unique. When it's planted, the leaves are thinner and wispier, as are the stems, so they are a little delicate if you are planting it, but it allows for beautiful and graceful movement in the tank when water's flowing. So I just stuck it in one of our tanks, our photo tanks, and the movement from the filter and the water running, it was so pretty. When it's used as a floater plant, the leaves will grow wider and thicker and attempt to cover the water's surface. And the roots will grow down throughout the tank, giving the tank a jungle look, which I personally think the jungle look and the heavily planted tanks look so cool and so unique. We're so used to seeing tanks like clean and, you should always have your tank clean, but light plants, and more focused on livestock and fish, but I just love the look of a jungle tank, so this would definitely add to that look. But the jungly roots is beneficial to freshly hatched fry, as they can hide in the roots and stay away from any aggressive fish or fish that might be trying to eat them. So that's a big plus. The only thing I would say is if the leaves get to the point where they're completely covering the water surface, you might want to make sure if you have other planted plants that they are still getting light. Although the plant is hardy, the roots are not necessarily, their roots are delicate, so you kind of want to make sure that you're getting ones with longer roots, and also make sure that you plant it well in the substrate. So make sure you really get it in there and it's well planted so it doesn't pop out. If it does, it is a floater plant, so it won't die, but you could also use a plant weight to keep it down into the substrate. Its stem, however, is very strong and will withstand the abuse of rowdy or aggressive fish. So if you have fish that just like to swim around and be crazy and just wreak havoc in your tank, this plant will withstand that and it will be fine. As for care instructions, it requires a low to medium light, but some use higher light to make it grow faster. So this plant can grow, and it can grow fairly quickly. So if you want it to be grown a lot, then you can use higher light, and also CO2 is recommended to get it to grow faster as well. So if you do have overgrown water Sprite, you can propagate it by cutting the stem and replanting it, since it is a stem plant, which is really nice. Then you have lots of smaller plants that'll grow, which is always a great thing and that we love. Stem plants are phenomenal and super easy to propagate. So I personally just love water Sprite. I think when I set up my own tank or the H2O tank here, I might be using water Sprite. It might be a contender. I just think it looks so pretty. I was saying to Leather the other day, it just has this really refreshing look to it, and I love the way it moves when it's in the water. It just looks really pretty. So if you guys have any recommendations for plants for the H2O tank that I'll be setting up, let me know. Leave them down below. And if you have water Sprite, what's your favorite part about it? Tell us some tips that you have, anything you've encountered with your water Sprite, what you love about it, how your fish like it. Tell us everything. I hope you guys have a phenomenal day and a phenomenal week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next week for another video. Make sure you stay updated on our emails. So if you're not signed up to get our emails, make sure you go sign up. You'll keep up to date with videos and new plants coming in and plant spotlights and sales. So just make sure that you always have an eye on that. And other than that, that's all I have for you guys. So have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.